Imagine having the direct download to multi-millionaire minds like Alex Hormozi, Tim Ferriss, and Russell Brunson. It would literally be like the scene from The Matrix where Neo gets plugged in and is downloading thousands and thousands of hours on how to become a Taekwondo fighting expert. Now, this doesn't have to be fiction. It can actually be reality, and I've spent thousands and thousands of hours over the past years downloading data from these multi-millionaire experts, and I'm gonna share the 3 biggest takeaways that I learned so you don't have to waste thousands of hours sifting through all of the stuff like I had to. Now, before we get started, I wanna make sure that you do one thing that all 3 multimillionaires do, is to hit the subscribe button to get alerted about new videos that I'm putting out every single day. So let's dig into why you would wanna learn this. So looking out there, there's so many different business gurus. They all have a certain mission or kind of core statement that they believe in, and these things can transform your personal life, your business, and everything else that you go ahead. So grab your pen and paper and let's get started. Starting off at number 1 is Alex Hormozi, the mastermind behind $100 million offers and $100 million leads. If you haven't checked out his content, he has hundreds of free YouTube videos, dozens of free pieces of content out there as far as online courses, and then books that cost 99 cents. Again, I love Hormozi because he's one of the gurus that has walked the walk and now he's talking the talk with real actionable business advice. Not this just inspirational fluff, it's real practical stuff that you can implement today in your business. Alex Hormozi has one thing that I think is kind of his core sentiment, or at least the thing that's been the most helpful for me, is you haven't even begun to hit the right amount of volume yet. For example, I was talking to somebody who had done around 30 email outreaches per month for their business. Yep, that's about 1 email per day, which equated to around 30 minutes. Since they were fairly targeted emails, and he was doing a little bit of prep work before sending them. So I pulled a page from Hormozi and also from my own business advice and experience that you're not even close to hitting the right amount of volume. How can you keep that custom targeting that's working well, but by ramping up the volume? So instead of sending 1 email today, sending 10 emails per day, which is very achievable if you're able to optimize your process and also optimize your results. So there's a lot of ways you can scale up while still keeping that personal touch, whether it's through the forms of AI or just restructuring your outreach template. So a lot of times what people were doing is making a Loom video, a personal video for them, and then sending that video over. The problem is 95% of people just don't watch it because it's an unsolicited ask. So shifting the framework to, hey, I just made a Loom video about how you can improve your business. Is this something that you would be interested in seeing? And then after they say yes, they give you some sort of acceptance to make the video afterwards, shoot it after they accept it, and then send it over to them, because you're not wasting time and resources making videos that are going to be seen by nobody. So this little shift allows you to keep the customization, allows you to really scale up to reaching out to more people, and it can revolutionize your business depending on if you're doing cold outreach, warm outreach, or anything in between. So starting off at number 2 is the millionaire mastermind Tim Ferriss behind the 4-hour work week. If you haven't read this book, I highly recommend you guys picking up all of the books that I suggest here today because it's going to be very insightful. But Tim Ferriss has a very interesting core philosophy. So you might hear the 4-hour work week, and I think a lot of people get Tim Ferriss's message a little bit twisted. It's not necessarily only about working less, it's about working right and working smarter and more efficiently. Ferriss is a big champion of the 80-20 rule. That's essentially meaning focus on the 20% of your efforts that bring in 80% of the results. So pulling from my personal journey, it has always been to try everything out myself, see what task I can then automate or what I can outsource to a VA or an employee that I need to bring in-house, and then trying to figure out a way to incentivize their goals with my goals of the business. This not only frees up your time to focus on the big things that are going to move the needle in the business, this allows you to have a more profitable business because you're focusing on the things that get big results and bring your company money. That is the point of a business, is to make money. So what I suggest for you to do is to go through all the tasks you're doing right now, do an audit on your time, and and then figure out what is the highest impact thing that you're doing in your business and double down on that. This comes in the form of a time audit. So take a spreadsheet, take out the top 10 things you do every week, see what you can outsource, see what you can automate, or see what you can hire out, or even eliminate completely. And this will transform your personal life and your business. Last but not least is Russell Brunson's, and his mantra is you're just one funnel away from being a millionaire or breaking into success. And I couldn't agree more with him. So this just isn't some random catchphrase, it's a mindset. Brunson teaches you how to focus on the transformation of your funnel and of your product. People aren't looking to buy features. They're looking to go from point A, where they're at now, to point B, where they want to be, in as fast and easy as possible, and your product needs to help them do that. So Russell Brunson is about crafting the journey for your customer through well-optimized sales and marketing. So one funnel away can indeed change your life, but it's got to be the right one, combining the perfect mix of marketing savvy, product excellence, and sales energy. So if you do all these things correctly, you'll be on your way to getting that funnel implemented, driving loads of volume of traffic to it, and then optimizing it, and basically using these core elements from all three of these business experts to revolutionize your business and also your personal life. So there you have it, folks. More than 10,000 hours summarized in under 10 minutes. Now, one thing to be clear, these three core sentiments from these business gurus is going to really help your business. But again, what you have to do is you have to listen to these three gurus. You have to consume, then implement, and then reiterate. If you follow these three techniques, I see a lot of people out there, they consume, but they never implement and they never get anywhere, and they just go on this consumption cycle. So what you need to do is consume, implement, and then iterate those implementations to make changes, to make big impacts, and then to get results in your personal life and in your business. And lastly, guys, if you learned one thing from this video, make sure to hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe to get alerted about new videos I'm putting out every single day. Take care.